Generation.
No.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yes, you understood it. You fucking asked me that. Well, to be fair, it's not always getting on. Well, fuck, you can try. You're gonna say like that.
Why are we so good at it? That's the reason I'm playing. My upbringing was, running away from the police. So
Going, Kev! Get Game of Thrones is shite!
28 years later,
Yeah, that was the
couple of years. Right up.
Taking on this Nazi, our assistant. Well, there goes work.
Hey guys, I'm Si and welcome to A.C.E Podcast Nation, the home of the revamped, new look Kevin McNaughton Show. It is no longer crazy football. This is Super Kev Unscripted, and this is episode number 9. We are flying along. We are live on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. A.C.E Podcast Nation, as ever, you're home to many great shows and series featuring top guests, expert analysts and more. Give us a follow on social media, subscribe to that YouTube channel, and of course you can download or stream the audio versions of this series and all our other shows and series at your favourite radio or podcast platform. Just search A.C.E Podcast Nation and you'll find nearly 400 shows there. Super Kev Unscripted is unique and different to any of our other shows, as in this series we do not focus on one subject or the guest's career. All the questions and topics are generally set by you, the people. Nothing off limits, no censors, no scripts, no preparation. Joining me as ever is the legendary former Scotland international, ex-Aberdeen Bolton Wanderers, Crystal Palace, Cardiff City defender. It is Super Kevin McNaughton.
Sorry, go back there.
Crystal Palace. You didn't play for Palace? No. I just added them on for you, mate.
Well, just
don't want him.
Could you maybe added Real Madrid?
Barcelona. Ex-Juventus defender.
Ex-Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Chelsea, Cardiff City, of course. It's Kevin.
Cardiff City legend, Super Kevin McNaughton.
It's
Welcome
live.
back. It's alive.
It's live.
Here we go. It's ready. Let the random bullshit.
We're good. Yes.
The bullshit bus is on.
The bullshit bus is on. We're good to go.
Good to go. It's live. A couple of comments straight away. Gaz says, evening chaps, the beers are in. Let's talk some shite.
Yes, guys.
Reese is in. James is in. Ken McNaughton, I want silver at 2. GD Parry in the house again. Doesn't look like gin. What are you drinking, Kev?
It's gin, mate. It is the gin.
It's the flavoured gin. What flavour is it?
It's, well, I'll just show
rhubarb
you.
and custard.
Beefy
Blood orange.
Blood orange. That was full.
Top quality.
That was full when I bought it
half
today.
hour ago. Oh dear.
So
It's going to be a good one. It's going to
be a good one.
Here we go.
Simon McNaughton's going to come out early doors.
Oh yeah. Kevin Cowell in the house.
Kev Cole's coming out early doors.
Well, Gavin straight away says behave tonight now. To you. I think he's in the wrong place.
Come on. There will you go.
Come on. Nagging you already. Lorna's here.
Oh, I love that.
Reese's mum.
Reese's mum has got it going on. Go. Next one.
Scottish champagne.
No, that's Buckfast, mate. This is far superior to that, mate. This is far superior to Scottish Buckfast.
Lorna says there's a new Cola Cube gin out, which that sounds quite interesting.
Well, that sounds delightful, mate.
And I'm on the...
No, what we should do one night, we should have like a drinking night, as in we'll test certain drinks.
Lots of different drag.
I
lots
think
of drag
we should
drinks.
ask people what their favourite drinks are, and then we will sample them, and we will
Can you
pick a
believe
best
that?
one.
Reese forgot that you were his new stepdad. That is ridiculous. How dare he?
Reese, I'm coming over for dinner soon, so expect
Bringing
your
the
manners
Cola
to be a
Cube
lot
gin.
better. Expect your manners to be a lot better when we meet. When we're having Sunday lunch.
For the first time,
Lorna,
Jerry Springer.
I know, listen, Lorna, evening. We've already said evening. I know you keep hitting on me, but you need to just step back from the message board. Take a couple of seconds back.
Here he is, the man himself.
Oh,
The man without the little box in the
the
corner.
legend. The man, the legend.
Robert Boyle is in the house. So, you know, it's going to be the usual bullshit brigade. But we're also going to, later on, going to discuss top 10 conspiracy films of all time, which would be an interesting one. Could go badly
I
wrong.
struggled massively.
Did you? Well, I only wanted it because I watched Enemy of the State the other day.
Ah, well,
and
we've got one.
That's a phenomenal film. Just an all-round good film. And I was like, how can I get that into a list? Conspiracy films. But no, there is loads. Like, doesn't have to necessarily. JFK, V for Vendetta, Old Boy, Shutter Island, The Manchurian Candidate. Come on, mate, there's loads. Just off the top of my head, that was. I haven't got a list in front of me or anything. Da Vinci Code, Eyes Wide Shut. It's never ending.
It's almost
never
like you
ending.
Googled it. Mate, it's almost like you Googled that.
It's almost like I got a list in front of me.
It's almost like you Googled
list
that.
of conspiracy films.
It's almost like you typed in list of conspiracy films and you Googled it. It's almost like you did that.
Gavin says no pocket money for Reese. And Reese says his birthday's next month, don't forget.
Well, I've already got it, mate.
Sort your manners out then.
Well, hey, Reese, I've already got you something, okay, mate? And the way you keep chatting to me in that tone, I tell you,
it's not good.
there's less and less chance of that being sent. Okay, me and your mum will be going for a date soon, though. So you just relax.
There we go. There we go.
Wee man. I'm just going to call you Wee man from now on, alright, Reese?
Wee man.
Wee man. Hey, Wee man.
Yes, that's a good film, by the way, that is. Wee man. Good Scottish film. GD Parry says 3 Days of Condor is a good conspiracy films as well.
Never heard of that. Never, ever heard of that.
Lorna says
have you watched
Reese is going to be 30, mate, on his birthday as well. It's a big birthday.
Lorna, let's just keep it to DMs, alright? You need to stop sending these messages. Yeah, just keep it there to DMs, alright? We'll chat about Wee man later. Right? DMs. Come on. Right.
James Costley says, did Kev ever come across footballers who smoke? Berbatov smokes like a chimney, doesn't he?
There's a few guys that smoked when they were drinking. None that just like came in from training and that just started in a fag or something.
Had a smag like straight after training.
No.
There's bound to be a few in there. Was there any ex-Cardiff players smoke when they were drinking? I'm trying to think if I saw any over
there was a few
over the pub.
100%, had a few. Not like major like that.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I know a lot of people who smoke just when they drink. Like
I know
my like I smoke, but my missus she used to smoke when she drunk, and then after we got married, she started smoking. Don't know if there's a correlation between that.
And drinking heavily.
Yeah, she's just like rocking and crying
and seeing therapists and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
what happened?
No correlation.
Don't know about
it
the
was
timing on like.
Yeah, it's
timing.
weird.
It's strange. Yeah.
Must have been something going on. Yeah. What could go wrong? So if you've got any questions, you can ask us questions throughout the show.
You can, might not answer them, but we'll give it a go.
Well, here's a question then. Reese David Evans straight say, without naming names, and seeing Nathaniel Mendez-Lang was done for cocaine twice at Cardiff City. They let him off the first time, which baffles me. And then they sacked him the second time, which is just bizarre. Did you ever see any Cardiff City players partake in any of the naughty stuff?
Nah, not my time.
I'm sure over the years there's been one or two here and there, but I think, I'd imagine that if you're a footballer these
The thing
days
is,
with social media and cameras, and
when
that,
I
you're
was-
going to keep it behind
when I-
closed doors.
The thing that surprises me is you can't really get away with it now. So
No, you have
and
to
the reason, well, he's done it and he's not got away with it. So
yeah.
he
Yeah.
couldn't get away with it, and it wasn't really worth it. It's never ever worth it.
It's weird doing it because like there's two sides of it. Like these days, the players get tested more, so that side of it is more difficult to get away with. But also, like everywhere you go, every room you enter, someone's got a camera phone. So if you're like remotely well known,
Yeah, 100%.
like if a player was in a room, like a hotel room or a party, just a house party where he feels, like quite safe and secure, if anyone's got a phone in that party, they could take a picture of them doing something, whatever, and sell it to the paper for big money straight away. Do you know what I mean? Like that's easy money for someone. And I just think, I don't know, it's weird. I did read a story the other week about an unnamed Premier League player where they go to these parties in the houses during lockdown. They have these magnetic bags, so when you go into the house, you've got to put your phone into this bag, and it stops it receiving. You're not allowed to take it out of the bag. It's like stays in this bag. You keep the bag on you, but you can't receive texts or anything like that. You can't send any texts. You can't take any photos, and I would assume that's to stop things like if you're doing something you shouldn't be.
See, nobody really likes me, mate, so I don't really get any texts, and I'm like, that's what I do to stop myself getting texts. Just
put your bag. Just put your phone. Put your phone in the bag.
Actually, put my face on the screen.
I just put my phone in a bag when I'm at home, so people can't.
I'd imagine, yeah. You said your phone must be going 24/7.
It is quite frustrating. I think my wife gets a bit frustrated with that. It's like
With that, just people just want to know what you're up to and stuff.
Well, it's just not even just that. Like everything which I do has to do with like a computer or a phone. So like, if I'm not doing something remotely to do with one podcast or another, whether it's editing or just promoting them and stuff.
You do other podcasts?
Yeah, I'm sorry, cheating on you, mate. Sorry. I was doing like 5 or 6 or 7 before we even started this one. It's shocking, I know. You came on one of them.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, that was the band. That was the band one. That one. Yeah, it's a weird one. Like, I don't know. Like people selling stories as well. Like Steve Bruce was a bit frustrated this week because him and Richie from Newcastle had a Barney at the training ground, and the next day it was in the paper, and like that's come from someone within the team. And Steve Bruce said he's going to try and find out who the leak is because there's these arguments. He said his argument was there's arguments like this up and down the country. Newcastle are under a lot of pressure. They're fighting relegation from the Premier League. There's gonna be disagreements. So for someone within the group to sell the story to a tabloid feels a bit naughty, mate. Like, how would you feel as a player? Like if when you had a fight with Malky. And you chinned him, like if one of the if that and it was only like the group in the room, and then the next day that's in the paper, like you'd feel a bit, I don't know, a bit let down maybe, or would you not give a shit?
Yeah, I'm one of these. Just for me, like newspaper articles are just people's opinions, and like there's a lot of them are true and a lot of them cut to the bone and stuff. Like if people enjoy reading them, then fair enough. But for me, I never paid attention to anything. Yeah. I never paid attention to any sort of news reel, whether it was good or bad.
But even when Rooney had that thing with Phil Bardsley, when they were play fighting, and Phil Bardsley knocked him out.
I laughed at stuff.
I thought it was hysterical, mate. I thought Rooney took it well as well when he done the celebration.
I'm trying to think of things that have gone on that people have been outraged against, and I've just thought, come on, get up.
But even that with Rooney, like that got out Like, it was only Rooney, his missus, Phil Bardsley and his missus, from what I can remember. So, like, it's come from one of them anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if he was happy with it. Something happened there.
He laughed about it publicly, didn't he? Because he done that celebration when he scored a goal. But, like, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't interest me at all. Like, those sort of tabloidy stories and all that sort of stuff.
Like, again, a lot. You become thick skinned after a while, when you've been involved in football, where you get a lot of stick, and you just you either get on with it or you find it personal, or you just get on with it.
Do you remember the first time, like, you took like a proper bit of abuse as a player, like a young player?
Yeah, I did got quite a bit of abuse before I went. I went into the Scotland squad, right? And what was the boys? Bertie Volts was in charge.
Yeah. That must have been a strange time.
Yeah, I was really young. I think I was about 18 or 19. And he said something along the lines of, I had a bad training session. He said something like, I was too nervous to start. I was meant to start, but I never knew I was meant to start. And he said something along the lines of, I was too nervous to start. So I went back, and it was like, it was never partial to any of this information. So I came back and I was told, he was saying you were too nervous to start. But I was like, I didn't really know what was going on. I just trained, and then the game went away, and then so it was one thing I hated about it. It was like you were finding things from the press. It wasn't like you were finding it from your manager, and it was sick. If you'd had that
you'd have liked to have had that conversation with him rather than finding it out in the paper.
Well, this was the thing. I didn't like having second-hand information. I'd rather have somebody being brutally honest, even if it was bad, to my face, than find it 2 or 3 weeks down the line. And so that was a bit weird, but just what was it? It's fine though. Yeah,
like when you were brawling with Malky Mackay in the corridor and fighting him through the cafeteria and into the changing room. And
Malky was always alright with me, but he just never rated me. Malky never rated me, which was fine. But he should have been a bit more honest with me. That's only beef either than that. I don't think he was very honest with me.
But that's part of football, isn't it? Like, someone who you think is good or got potential, another person doesn't. And when a new manager comes in, they got an opinion, haven't they? And you can't always change that opinion. But what you can do is be honest with someone and say, I don't think you're going to play, or I don't rate you, or whatever.
Yeah,
don't string them along, and
just tell them they're shite.
What do you think of my t-shirt?
Mate, I would tell you you're shite. That's a crack.
Right, you tell me I'm shite already. It's good now.
I was about to say you're shite, but that t-shirt's lovely.
It's a good one. I like it. It's awayday.apparel.co.uk. Use the code AA Podcast Nation for 10% off. Thank you to them. Love a bit of away day apparel hat as well. Just realised. Rob Boyle says snitches get stitches.
Rob, that's standard Rob, innit? Just
standard. I think his missus is tweeting that, isn't it?
Apparently, Rob is used to that environment. You know, the prison environment where he's.
Wow. Just the rumours.
Well, apparently, all they watch in Cell Block H is Moana.
On loop.
Cell Block H is Moana. So Rob knows his shite.
James says, what's the best and worst thing of being a footballer?
The best thing about being a footballer?
Fans' wives.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. And I'm just getting to play football every day.
Getting paid to play football day in, day out. Well,
even that,
it's the dream, innit? Let's be honest.
Not even getting paid to it. Just turning up and playing football every day. No need to worry about things. Then the worst thing about it was just injuries. Injuries was worrying about.
But your injuries came quite late in your career, didn't you? You were quite.
That was not too bad until I got.
You were pretty physically durable, I would say, until the latter bit of your career. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah. Just my legs just said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, age happens to the best of us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And Rob.
Well,
Reese says, "What's the boy?" I apologise. He was answering James's question. He said the best part wives, worst part illegitimate kids.
There's a lot of wee Scottish accents.
There used to be that rumour, didn't there, about what's his face from Liverpool, the ex-Liverpool, now plays for Man City and England. What's his name? Oh, anyway, the rumours used to be that he had like 8 kids from 8 different wives or 8 different girls, and like the media used to slam him like something chronic. Raheem Sterling. And then what it turned out was that wasn't the case at all. Like, he'd been with the same girl. He had like a couple of kids. He was quite settled, and it's just like the media like built up this image of him being very like kind of like chavvy and like being interested in all the bling and all this, and he had all these kids from different women, and it was like that wasn't the case. And that just shows you how easily the media influences how fans think of
I thought you had
players,
25
celebrities,
kids.
whatever.
I thought you had 25 kids.
From 26 different women. Apparently one of them shared. Gavin Randall wants to know, did you like Die Hunt's halftime team talk?
Sure. Sorry,
Did
mate.
you
Just
hear
lost
that then?
the audio. But, sorry.
It's alright, mate. Can you hear me now? Hear me now! You'd have to go out and back in, mate. Someone tell Kev, back in and out. Hear me now! Kevin McNaughton. Go in and go out. There he is. Oh, look, you can see the trash in the empty boxes and shelves. And the beautiful hearts that side. Ask me some questions, people, while we wait for Kev to come back, because no doubt he'll take 32 kids. Raheem Sterling. But that's why he was always so tired. You're right, G.D. Parry, because he's just had 32 kids. He was getting up every hour of every day. Shows how the media can skew if, like, how people, celebrities generally, like, treated quite badly. Backstabbing twats is what they are. But ask me a question, any question, and I'll answer it. Leon Jean won for the My Story series. You're right, that would be a cracker. I'd have to. What am I doing on the weekend? I am looking after my children.
Still crackling, mate. I'm still getting a bit of crackle, but
bit of crackle, snap, crackle, and pop. I can't. There's not a lot I can do with it.
Hopefully it'll sort of sell out, but
I'll take
very,
that.
very crackly.
I'll take the echo thing off now, yours, and see if that helps. But the question was, I know we were on about media, weren't we, and Raheem Sterling.
Can't hear you, mate.
Just
so continue speaking, and
so the question was.
If it starts to sell it, I'll tell you, but just continue
settling.
So I can't hear a thing you're saying. I just hear.
Take your headphones out. Take your headphones out.
Malky, mate. It's like listening to Malky Mackay.
White noise. White noise.
Genuinely can't hear a thing.
Take your headphones out. I
you
can
look
text.
handsome, though. I
am a beautiful man. I am a beautiful
that way, and I just realised that you're there, mate.
I've got more handsome with age.
You're a wee cracking hat on there. It's crackly as in I can't eat. Oh, that's it. It's fixed. We're back. We're live.
We're live. I was getting used to it. I was gonna leave it just to have you call me handsome for the next hour. Just have an hour of you going. You're such a beautiful man. I like you. You're so beautiful. I just literally just play that on a loop. It would be good. But I realised you can't see the comments, can you, on your screen? So everyone was like, take your headphones out!
It didn't work.
But I fixed it because I'm a legend. Right, the question was, did you enjoy Die Hunt's team talks? From Gavin, that was.
Yeah, very good. It was really tactical. Insight was up there with the best. The way
would you have rathered Rob Boyle though?
I'll tell you what, it's a toss up, innit? It's like having two great minds in your hand. It's like having Einstein and
is it like
Alexander Bell, and it's just like one of
it's like a sci-fi film.
It's like
where you can't have those two people can't be in the same room together because they the universe will explode.
It's like a beautiful mind, innit? It's just like two of them just together, and you think
working in unison.
You can't. I couldn't pick. I don't know about you. If you had Einstein and Die Hunt, and they were both just whispering stuff in your ear, you'd be like, "Whoa, who would you pick first?" They'll be like, it'd be like too much from both of you.
Yeah.
Take a step back, and it would be really hard to just say, "Come here, album," or would you say, "Die, come here, die"? I think.
What did you take away from that team talk as a professional footballer?
I took away the earbuds and
a new pair of boots.
And I knew
it was time to call it a day.
Just basically gave up. Just gave up on life. Gave up on life.
It was time to finish.
I
It was all over.
decided I was going to retire there on the spot, and I thought, I can't do this anymore. I can't play football. I can't actually play five-a-side anymore. If this is the way, basically, his motivational talk demotivated me so badly that I just retired from football, and I just never wanted to kick a ball again.
So, in answer to your question, Rob Boyle said, "What am I doing on the weekend?" I'm not doing a lot. I've got to edit some videos tomorrow, and on Sunday I've got the Scouse legend that is Paddy the Baddy Pimblett, Cage Warriors fighter, is on the Danny Batten Show, which I'm looking forward to because he's always got loads to say. I just got to make sure I don't mention football because he'll talk about Liverpool for 40 minutes, and I don't want to do that. Don't want to talk about Liverpool. But yeah, he's a cool dude, and I'm really looking forward to speaking to him. But apart from that, not a lot. Just a bit of editing, bit of Xbox with the kids.
With the Burns.
Relaxed. With the wee Burns. What else we got then? Lorna said, "Who was your favourite Cardiff City player?"
As in really good footballer, or just a favourite person?
Favourite person, I'll say.
Simon Lappin.
Legendary. Someone else said that as well.
Here you go.
Good top boy, is he?
Lovely guy. Johnny Parker was up there.
Yeah.
David Marshall was up there. Big Gavry was up there. It's a lot of nice guys. It was a lot of great guys. Enjoyed playing football with. Me and Si were good pals because we were both out the squad around about the same time, so we were just kind of gym friends, and we had a couple of beers on a Friday together for a wee while. So it was good. Big Si Lappin. Si Laps.
Si Lappy. Si Laps. When we went to one of the finals, I can't remember if it was the Carling Cup or the FA Cup, one of them, Parky was out with the squad, and he'd had to travel separately from the team. So he'd gone up anyway, and he'd got the tube, and he was hanging around like at the outside of Wembley and in all the bars with the Cardiff fans. And I got to spend like a little bit of time with him. Like, what a legend! Like, such a nice fella, so full of stories, and just really funny guy. Like, he's one I'd love to get on like a podcast at some point. But he's obviously his Under the Kosh podcast is doing very well. But maybe one day, you never know. Maybe one day.
John's a good guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
John's a great lad.
GD Parry says, "Who was the player you were the saddest to see leave at Cardiff?"
As in football player wise,
yeah.
It was a bit. Do you know what? I was a bit sad to see Chop leave, and then like with Rog, I think when Roger Johnson left, I was like, good money. Hopefully, we'll bring some good players in. With Chops, I just thought can't really replace him. So
yeah,
I don't think we did.
It's so Reese just said that when you went out, I asked him to send me some questions. Favorite player, I'd say Jay Bothroyd, Cav,
Who said
and
that?
Roger Gibbons. They asked the question of who is your favourite player was actually for me. Not
Was
you.
it for you? Was it? So what did you reply with? That was just replied with?
Yeah, so I've just replied.
Did you?
Cav, Jay Bothroyd, and Roger Gibbons.
Gibbo.
Gibbo. What was Eddie Johnson like in training, Kev? He worked his socks off on the pitch, but he just wasn't up to the standard. Could you tell that from training?
He wasn't up to the standard. Are you talking about the same Eddie I was talking about?
I was going to say, Eddie Johnson.
Fuck yeah.
I
This is what
love
I used to sing every morning. America.
that. I'm adding that
Fuck yeah.
to the intro. You singing it and the real tune.
Motherfucking day.
Classic
That's what
film,
you
right?
used to come in. You used to come every morning and go,
America!
fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah! That would be classic.
Motherfucking day. That's what I used to say.
Yeah, I'd have to start my day. I'd be phoning him up every morning, like when we wake up. And
I said, Eddie, you can't start the day like that. And he went, fuck yeah. And I went like, oh.
Underrated
He
film,
said,
by the way.
Eddie.
That is Team America.
I used to say it every morning. I used to say, Eddie, you've not scored on me well. What's your thoughts? And he just went, fuck yeah. And he said, next game, I'm scoring. And then, obviously, it took a wee while longer than he had imagined.
Yeah, there's he was like a proper.
But then he said,
hero,
fuck yeah. Going to save the motherfucking day. That was
Whoever thought of those t-shirts, by the way, I saw Eddie score. I probably made a killing, mate, because everyone got one of them.
Mate, I've got one
back
of them.
in a day.
I've got it every night to bed.
Eddie Johnson,
I've
what a legend.
seen Eddie say, fuck
I
yeah.
wasn't joking, by the way. I'm adding that to the intro of
What?
the show, by the way.
I seen
That
Eddie.
you
I
sing-
seen
you-
Eddie Master.
No, you singing in America, fuck yeah. It's
Oh,
going
yeah,
straight in the
God.
intro.
Fuck
And then
yeah.
I'm gonna blend it in with the actual original. Huddersfield
Say the motherfucking day.
Huddersfield just missed a penalty as well. Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah. Eddie Johnson would have scored the motherfucker.
What's your favourite type of music? Like a bit of rock,
I'm a bit of an
hip hop?
indie. No, I'm indie rock and roll.
Yeah, I am too,
Kings
but
of
I
Leon, a
do.
wee bit of,
Depends what mood I'm in though as well. Like I do like a bit of Rage Against the Machine, like now and
no, I
again.
don't like that.
I just a bit heavier. Like if I'm in a bad mood,
I don't like that heaviness. I'm very light.
I don't mind a bit of hip hop though. I like a bit of the old hip hop now and again.
Hippie to the hip.
One of my favourite
to the bang bang biggity beat.
One of my favourite things we did actually on all these shows was when we did our concerts. Thought that was superb stuff.
What, live?
When we planned our ultimate concert of
Well,
Dead
let's
and
have a
Alive
little
people.
chatty about
Go on,
mate, right.
So we chat.
Let's have a wee chat about if you've got a gun to your head and you've been asked to sing your favourite karaoke and you have to sing it loud and proud. What are you singing?
See, there's a couple of ways to go, isn't there? Do you go with
No,
like a
that's not. You just go.
karaoke
You just go.
classic?
You just
like,
go.
There's a couple
for
of
what you
classic karaoke
feel.
songs.
No, forget about
But or you
What's
go
in
with
your
something.
bones, mate? Deep
It's in
down
your bones. You know the words to it. You know every single word.
Yes, that is
And,
exactly what you go for. The one where
I'd
you
have
don't
to
even
go
need to
with,
look at the mic. You don't even need to look at that screen.
Babe, I'm here again. Where have you been, babe? No, I wouldn't go with that at all. I'd go with probably something by the Doors because I know all the words to all them. Jim Morrison, The Doors, classic. I'm just going to finish the show there. Well done. Take that, babe. Edit that out. Can't edit it out because it's live. It's live.
For God's sake.
That is the one and only time I will ever sing, and it's the one and certainly the only ever time I've ever sung Take That. Babe, God.
Back again.
The intro to next episode is going to be full of clips from this show.
Mate.
There's so many sound bites.
You're gonna get so many. I'm back again.
And do you know what? It always baffles me. Is this show? This show is literally me and you having a drink and pissing about, talking utter crap.
Back again.
Gets thousands of views every single time we do it.
It's live. Oh, I was right. So, right, you've
Right,
said
yeah,
you're joking
so-
with
so-
that. Right. So, what
yeah,
was
no.
your song? What was your real song? I know you've said that.
It's difficult. I find it difficult off the top of my head. Like I
Why?
probably
Why?
because
Karaoke. There's a guy in your gun. who's like,
karaoke. Yeah, but
I'm
like
gonna kill you.
The
Now, sing
Doors.
your favourite karaoke song. Right, go on then.
the
Sing
Doors, People
Go
Are
on, sing it.
Strange would be. No, I know. I was fucking singing
it.
it.
People are strange. That's shite.
When
That's
you're a
shite.
stranger,
That's one of
faces
the,
look
oh,
ugly.
everybody in the
When
place would be
you're
like,
alone. Yeah, exactly. That's why I wouldn't sing it. It's like a lot of the Doors songs are quite like. One of them's called. One of my favourites is called "The End." It's
this is the end.
My
See,
only
I
friends, the
I took a wee
end.
bit, I took a wee bit of jazz into it. See, this is
Jazz.
the end. See, you need to start putting that into your
Sweet Caroline, bop bop bo.
karaoke. No,
Yeah,
no,
I'd probably
no,
go
no,
with
no,
something
no.
like that.
No,
but I'd sing
bap,
like
bap,
the
boys.
football
I think you
versions.
should cancel
Rob
your
Boyle.
bap, bap, boys. Cancel
Rob
your
Boyle.
bap, bap, boys.
Says Boyzone, no matter what.
No.
No matter what you do.
Bro.
Craig Sullivan says Summer of '69, classic. Yeah, I'd probably go with something 80s based, I reckon, just because they're all the best and they like the
Rubbish.
best karaoke style
Rubbish.
songs. Oasis have got a few good
They've
ones.
got a few bangers.
Gavin, this is a brave one. Gavin says he'd go with Boom Boom, Boom Shake the Room. Boom Boom Shake the Room.
Tick,
Tick
tick.
tick 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 boom.
Gav. Is that Big Gav Randall?
Big Gav Randall.
Gav's oof. Right above his station, right all of a sudden.
Your stepson says Home Sweet Home, Motley Crue.
It's not bad. If I knew what it was. But I don't. Do you know what that is? See, if somebody said to you, oh, have you heard that? I'd be like...
That was Reese
what?
replying to my singing. Beautiful.
No,
Everyone
but-
loved it.
Motley Crue. What? Sorry.
He said
Did
Motley
you hear...
Crue,
What was the song?
Home Sweet Home.
Have you heard that song before in your life? Have you? Just if somebody went to you...
No, I haven't.
"Oh,
I couldn't even
let's-
name you a
let's-
Motley Crue
Let's
song.
go and whack on the old Motley Crue. Home
Is
Sweet
Motley
Home.
Crue-
Give me that.
Is
What-
Motley
what-
Crue?
excuse
Is that
me,
the
mate?
one with the lead singer
Excuse me?
was
I'd be
with
going,
Pamela Anderson?
excuse me, bacon powder. I'd be like, whoa. How about
Good
we
Wayne's
play
World
something?
reference.
How about we play something that anybody's heard, not just people in Outer Hebrides of Alaska.
What
what I'd say.
is the Motley Crue? Is that the one where the lead singer used to be married to Pamela Anderson? Tommy Lee something, isn't it? Is that the one? Is that the, I don't know.
I learn something every day.
I couldn't even tell you Motley Crue. I couldn't tell you one Motley Crue
I
song.
learn
I'm
something
afraid,
every day,
sorry.
mate. I learn something every day.
And I consider myself relatively into my music over the years, and I'm not a Motley Crue guy.
Mate,
What's your karaoke song? Like, what's your go-to?
Oh, Nessun Dorma. Oh.
Is that the one you sang at the
Italian
end of the
style.
show?
Pure Italian.
Is that the one you sang at the end of the show before?
Oh, fucking.
Just
yes,
bang it
of course.
out.
Yeah, I know. I'm not quite sure if everybody's. If they no, not ready
Stone
for it.
Roses Adored, yeah, it's a classic.
No, Nessun Dorma, Pavarotti.
You can't sing a Pavarotti song, can you?
You've heard it before, mate.
Pavarotti.
You were crying.
Classic. So is that the
I
Italian
seen you
90s? Is that the Italian 90s song, is it?
Yeah, I seen you crying live on here.
Live.
I seen
What
you crying live.
is... What's your favourite Primal Scream song?
None of them.
Don't like Primal Scream, do you?
Nope.
You just said you like indie music.
Indie, yes. I didn't say Primal Scream. Primal Scream's not indie.
Scottish.
Primal
Of course it
Scream's
is.
not indie. It's never been indie.
Of course it is.
Well, you
We
name
want
an
to be
indie
free.
song.
We want to be loaded. Have a
See,
good time.
That's not indie.
I don't want to lose you now. I'm not having that at all. Primal Scream is bang indie.
It's never been indie.
I feel like we should now like switch the top 10 list, top 10 best
mate,
indie bands.
Yes, let's just do this. The old Navy way. First
Rob Boyle says Country Girl. But yeah, but if you're not counting Primal Scream as indie, this could be a problematic list.
No. Indie's kind of like Cooler Shaker and all that jazz.
Cooler Shaker. But then, so would you consider Oasis as indie?
It's on the cusp.
Britpop.
Yeah, I think that's yes, that's a different section, mate. Different section. Even I would say no. What would you say cast is?
Britpop, wouldn't it? It's the same as Oasis and Blur and all that shit.
So what's indie? Is that Ocean Colour Scene's indie? Ocean,
yeah.
Whatever Ocean Colour Scene is, that's what I like. That's it. Everything else is irrelevant in it.
Yeah, what's your favourite Ocean Colour Scene song?
I've got millions, mate. Millions. I've got Robin Hood. I like the Downstream.
Which one would you sing? If you had to sing a karaoke and you had to sing Ocean Colour Scene, which one would you sing?
I can't actually think of it.
The Day We Caught the Train.
Nah, it's not that.
Too popular. There you go. Robin Hood. Gaz says, would you rather Britpop or indie?
Don't know what either is. I'd rather thing, Ocean Colour Scene every day of the week singing Robin Hood. There you go.
So would you take Ocean Colour Scene over Oasis? Would you?
100%. I'd fucking piss all over Oasis.
Can't have that at all. Oasis is the best band ever. Ever.
In your imagination.
Ever. No one comes close. Reese David Evans says, Fleetwood Mac, not rock, surely that's indie.
Reese, I love your... I'm a big fan of Fleetwood. But
I like all sorts of music, mate. Bit of 80s, 90s, 2000s, pop. I even like some pop songs now and again. Got to be in the right mood, though. Yeah, it's got to be in the right mood. Rob Boyle mentioned it. Don't matter what, suicidal. No,
nearly close to the edge, yeah.
Yeah, when I look over that edge, I put on a bit of Boyzone just to pull me back.
Yeah, that's Rob. What he's
bit of
these days.
Bit of take that.
Rob, what are you listening to these days? So.
He sends me Moana, and he sends me The Rock singing that Moana song. What is it? What's the song, Rob? What's the song from Moana?
Come on, Rob. You know it.
Come on. UB40, yeah, classic. Bit of reggae style. I like a bit of that. I need to know what the song is off Moana. It's gonna bug me, so I need to know. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, that's what you want. Rob Boyle saves the day again. It's called You're Welcome, isn't it? The Moana song.
You're welcome.
It goes, You're welcome.
I was about to say, I thought you'd be just like being nice and just said,
being polite.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How do we feel about Elvis Presley? Not a fan myself. I prefer Buddy Holly, actually. If you had to give me a choice between Elvis Presley and Buddy Holly, I would take Buddy Holly every time. Well, no, I don't listen to them like on a regular basis. But like,
you do, mate. Let's be honest.
I went to see the Buddy Holly theatre show when I was.
Yeah, you love them. Right, come on in, you love them.
When I was a wee teen.
A wee boy.
America, fuck yeah. Would you rather's?
Let's go for it.
Because we got to get to the Dear Kev as well. Someone sent in another Dear Kev. It's a serious one, mate. It's a serious one as well.
Okay.
It's a serious. Would you rather be a snail, but you can travel anywhere in the world, or would you rather be a bird, but you're only allowed to stay in a specific area?
What kind of specific area?
So, like, a couple of miles.
Couple of miles? That's bollocks. What do you mean, couple of miles?
You know, just like specific a circle.
What sort of
question? I know, like, so like.
Couple of miles. It has to be fucking more than a couple of miles.
No, that's the point, isn't it? You're sacrificing your freedom.
Would you like? See this
So would you rather
be
a bird and not be allowed to go outside of your area,
not be allowed to go outside your area,
or be a snail and you can go anywhere you want?
and be a snail and go anywhere you want? It depends on the bird area. See, if you said like a 10 by 10 metre area for a bird, I would be snailing it all the way. But let's be honest, snail takes a year to travel about half a mile. So I'm not being the snail. I'm being the bird. But it depends on the area. If you say a mile, I'm going to say yes, bird and up, bird and right up. But if you say
get it,
100 yards, then not a chance.
Rob Boyle says Kurt Cobain or Dave Grohl.
What do you mean?
Which one do you prefer?
What one do you want to snog?
Yeah, snog, marry or avoid. No. Just
Kurt Cobain, just
Kurt Cobain or Dave Grohl. I'm not a massive fan of Dave Grohl.
No, I like Dave Grohl. I like Dave Grohl. So I'm going to say Dave Grohl.
Like Kurt Cobain.
I like Kurt Cobain as well. I like the both of them. But I'm going to say Dave Grohl because I prefer proper.
Would you rather get kicked in the face by a horse or get punched in the groin by a toddler?
Punched in the groin.
Toddler's not going to...
Because I've had that happen about 1,000 times.
But what you don't want it to be is like one of those toddlers. You know, like you see those toddlers who are like
you do not
ripped.
Want to get kicked in the face with a horse.
No,
Let's
of course
be honest. Not. That is potential death. If you
know, like you
what?
Yeah, you are right. Like a horse could kill you, but then you know, like the you see some of those toddlers who are like ripped and like they like world kickboxing champions at the age of 6 or something.
Yes.
You don't want to take one of those to the groin, no, do you?
No, probably not. But
kick the face where a horse is killing you, innit?
Let's be honest, mate. It's a big old visit to the dentist if you get one of them done to you.
I'm the rest. You'd have skull surgery. Would you rather be able to fly or to be able to teleport? See, this is teleport.
Every time. That is the same as flying.
It's easier, isn't it? Well, it's not, is it? Because like you don't get the experience of looking down and seeing it.
Oh,
well, excuse me.
I missed the experience.
I'd rather get to where I was going.
Exactly, mate.
Yeah, I think that's an easy one.
Easy. Piss easy.
So this is an interesting one. This one was sent in by Jake. And he says, would you rather have a girlfriend / wife that is beautiful looking, stunning looking, but she is so stupid she can barely hold a conversation, or an ugly girlfriend but is very intelligent and very funny?
Would have that's a tough one. No,
it's not tough, I don't think. Like when you think about it, and like you've got to spend your life with them, like day in, day out for the rest of your life.
Nah, your conversation's going to win that.
Yeah, every time you've got to, just got to.
But is there a wee brackets saying got massive boobs? In brackets. Yeah, perfect. Yes, second one.
If you were on a desert island, you were dying, you had no food, would you rather eat your leg or your fingers?
What do you think, man? I like a wee leg.
I like a bit of leg.
What about a wee leg bone?
It holds nicely in the arm, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm a wee leg bone.
Yeah, I go for a leg bone.
Love it.
Loving it. So if no one else has got any would you rathers, I've got a couple more, and then
would you rather?
Just checking my emails to see if the JD has sent one. Would you rather your last meal? What would your last meal be if you had to choose?
That's my favourite meal.
So like if you were on death row, And you've got to pick your last meal, dessert, starter, main course.
Probably
dessert.
go Big Mac meal with extra Big Mac sauce.
Okay. What about starter?
Yeah, starter with the Big Mac.
Alright, Big Mac's the starter. Main
No, I'm
course
just
then.
saying. No. I'm just saying. Do you get a starter with a Big Mac meal? If it was a starter, I would say.
You can have you can have literally anything. You can have, if you wanted to, you could have like a bit from KFC and a bit from McDonald's.
Prawn cocktail. Your finest prawn cocktail.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like a good prawn cocktail. I don't have it very often either.
Big Mac with the extra Big Mac cheese, and for dessert, dessert's going to be a tricky one. Like flurry.
I like a good like a good treacle pudding and custard. I gotta say.
No. It's gone overboard, isn't it?
They used to do this thing in where I used to work in the pub. It's called a granny apple or an apple granny or something. It was like this caramel and apple like dessert thing. It was flipping amazing. Pretty sure that every time I ate it, like one of my teeth fell out. But it was so good, just because the amount of sugar in it. It was incredible. You'll be happy to know that at the moment I can't find anything from JD this week, but I'm still looking because I got a few emails. Be a bit of a shame if he hadn't sent one in.
Well,
but, I did announce the show quite late in the week this week, so it could be my fault. Be a shame. Be a shame, mate, because he's dark. Hopefully, he's still watching. He's what? Republican?
No, he's. I've been watching a wee bit of. What's it called?
I tell you
the
what.
Mandalorian. No, he is. Oh, what do you call it when they're still the Empire? He's still a member of the Empire. That's what he is.
Okay, I discovered this week that Disney Plus has added in the UK. It's called Disney Plus Star. So basically, they've added everything which is owned by Disney and Fox and ABC and all these different things, but like adult content. There's so many films and TV shows on there, just like Prison Break and Lost and all this stuff that wasn't on Disney before. Amazing, mate. Amazing.
Is it all available?
Yeah, it's all on Disney Plus. Disney Plus shits all over Netflix, mate. All over it.
Perfect.
Would you rather EastEnders or Coronation Street? Neither, because they're both bollocks. EastEnders used to be classic, mate. We used to watch EastEnders. We used to watch EastEnders and not in the pub.
Gonna have a gander down the square. Easties.
When Johnny Allen was in it and Phil Mitchell and that was peak EastEnders. But a few people saying Huddersfield versus Cardiff was dreadful. Cardiff was shite, and Huddersfield missed a penalty. It's Neil Harris's problem. It's Neil Harris's fault because he was there.
Because he's alive.
James Cossey says, "Don't understand why he didn't go for the win." I got Fire Stick too, Gav, but I have got Fire Stick. I've got a big man who sorts me out with some stuff. But Disney Plus is still the bollocks. It's handy for watching stuff on your phone or your wee tablet. Like, would you rather go to the moon or the sun? That's a stupid one, isn't it?
Moon. Because you'd probably die on the sun.
You'd probably die on both, in fairness. No? If you could pick 3 people to be on a desert island with you, who would it be?
If you people on a desert island?
Yeah, if you had to pick 3 people to be on a deserted island with you,
well,
you've got to create everything from scratch.
You, of course, mate.
Well, naturally, mate, because I'm very good at creating things from nothing. I'll bring the red strap.
One more guy, and then there I can.
Well, I think Rob Boyle's been drinking.
What's he said? You can't say him on one.
I can't. I can't. I don't even think I can repeat it. It's so foul.
What's he said?
I'll tell you now. First of all, tell me the 3 people.
Tell me the 3 people what?
For a deserted island. Go on, finish. You said me.
Myself. Sorry, you, because obviously...
Legend.
Myself and...
Rob Boyle.
Don Cowie.
With Don, like, sort us out with, like make a fire and stuff and all that. Yeah.
Don would be the most resourceful.
And then me and you would just drink Red Stripe.
Oh, me and you'd be floating about like, Don, what do you need us to do? Don would be like, you go and fucking build fire. We'd be like, okay, Don. We will do.
Okay, Don. Thanks, Don.
Don, we will fucking do whatever you want us to do. And you'll be like, Kev, what do you need me to do? And I'll be like, Don, he's asking me what you need us to be able to do. So that's what Don will do. Yeah.
Juan Carla and Malky Mackay would be the other 2.
Oh, those 2. Oh, yes.
What a beautiful trio.
Beautiful day.
America!
Fuck yeah! Go
And I
save
think
the motherfucking day.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well. He'd be on there. He'd be on the list.
I was about to say, did I not see him?
No, you didn't. So you'd have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and you'd have Malky Mackay, and you'd have...
Oh, yeah.
Who was the other one I said?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yes. And then we'd have Don Cowie bossing.
Oh, Don would be the top.
Big Don. Lorna says,
Fuck
imagine being stranded on an island with Die Hunt. Well, I think you imagine what you'd learn.
No, we can't imagine it. We can't do it ourselves. We'll probably lose ourselves.
Moana, you're welcome. Right, Rob Boyle, foul, disgusting, disgraceful. I've never heard anything like it.
He said,
would you rather piss through your eyes or your nose? It doesn't even make sense. I don't understand it. But I say, no censors, we just ask the questions which come in.
piss through your eyes or your nose?
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Rob, come on now. You're obviously talking shite through your mouth. So
you're talking pish.
You're talking piss through your mouth, Rob. So it's hard. It's hard to listen.
Would you? Oh no. Oh yeah. Would you? I thought I deleted the stream then. Whoops. Would you like to do the Dear Kev?
Go on then.
It's really long, so I'm going to paraphrase it. And I told you a bit about it earlier because it's like really, really long. Basically, this person wants to remain anonymous. So we'll call him Jerry. Jerry is 23 years old. He's got a younger brother who is 16, nearly 17. Currently off school. He's in the 6th form. Currently off school because of lockdown and all that. So basically, he's been getting bullied by some people. And during lockdown then, he's continued outside of school on Snapchat and Instagram and stuff like that via messages. It's just being horrible, bullying him. Social media, bit of everything. But it was also happening physically before lockdown. And what Jerry wants to know is how should he tell his younger brother to deal with the bullies?
So, first off, the lowest of the lows, like bullying is the lowest of the low for me.
It's a twatty move, isn't it?
Especially like, I try to forgive young kids and stuff like that for doing, because
stupid stuff. You make mistakes, don't you, when you're kids?
Right. So beyond that, though, there becomes a thing where you're just like, it needs to be sorted out. And from the story I've heard, listen, I bullied as a kid. I've faced bullying as a kid. And I've grew into these earlobes. These guys were, tell you what,
Were they flappers when you were younger?
Oh my god! Like this is what I was wearing when I was a kid, and they grew into stable little ear holes. But at the same time, no, I took a bit of stick. I took a lot of stick. Took a bit. I'd call it bullying. At the same time, don't give any bully any power by listening to them and absorbing their hate, because at the end of the day, listen, everybody's body is different. My body is 100% different. So I'll enjoy my good times, and there's it's just the same, but like everybody, it's just I don't get it. I don't get the whole hating people for what they look like and this.
Yeah, it's twatty, mate. Like the thing for me, the thing I say to my kids all the time, they're all teenagers as well, is like basically the kids who you're around in school now, all the different groups and that, is like when you're an adult, there's very few of those kids you will have anything to do with.
Mm-hmm.
Because you all go your separate ways and you do separate things. What they say does not matter. Don't pay any attention to them. Just do your thing. Get on with it. Get out of school with all the qualifications you can get. But that's easy for me to say on the outside. If you're being bullied and you're dealing with it day in, day out, it's very, very demoralising and difficult to deal with. Like I've talked about before, one of my kids was bullied in year 7, and he was bullied him when he kept walking away, and he's a big boy, and it was only when these two boys pushed him to the point where he fought back and he broke one of their noses and threw the other one against the wall, and the school phoned me and said, oh, you know, he's done this and that, and I was like, oh well, I told you that was going to happen. You didn't sort it out. You should have sorted it out. You didn't. But they've left him alone ever since, like 4 years, 5 years later.
Clearly, yeah.
Because they don't want to pick on someone who can do damage or can fight back or all this sort of stuff. They pick on the weak and the people who are quiet and the people who are different and the people. And by the way, in high school, I was an absolute bellend. I cringe at some of the stuff that I used to do. It was horrible. But I was a kid and I didn't understand it was a very different time as well, mate, to like what we're in now.
No. Everybody's in there.
Like Gavin knows. Gavin went there. He was in my year. Like I was a horrible cunt. It is what it is. Like Rob Boyle says, one of his worst fears as a parent is having your kids bullied. And I got to say, like it's really difficult because as a parent, you want to go sort your kids' problems out for them, and you can't. You've got to try and equip them to deal with it and tell them to do the right stuff. And what you tell them, because what you know is right, is not necessarily what you want them to do. Like what you want them to do is what who was that? What Ian said, which was go and smash their face in with an iron. You okay there, Kev? Now? You look like you were thinking about the bullies and smashing their face in with an iron, weren't you?
Enjoying the iron, mate.
Good gin. How much gin you got left? No, you're going to pull your headphones out again.
No, I'm good, mate. I just said, tell you what, some night,
Some night, America. Fuck yeah.
Gonna save the motherfucking day.
So,
yes.
What do we advise? What was his name? Jerry, to tell his brother to do. Lorna says if the school doesn't do anything about it, write a letter to the chair of the governing body, and when the school gets inspected, the inspectors will see the letter and question the school about why they haven't dealt with it. What would you do?
Yeah,
what's your advice, dear Kev? What's your advice?
Do that.
Right. Do what Lorna said.
Do what Lorna said, but I think I'm from a different age, so I can't.
Yeah, me and you from like, it's different. The problem is, it's different when you're a kid in 2021 compared to what we were like when we were kids. It's a very different world, mate.
Yeah.
Because you got things like social media and stuff like that. Like back in the day when we were growing up, you probably would have dealt with it in a very different way, like a more physical way. Like now, it's like so got social media and camera phones, and that's my biggest fear is camera phones, mate. The damage you could do with camera phones, even nothing to do with bullying, like just like having girlfriends and stuff. Like my fear is that they all start exchanging pictures and stuff, and it's like don't. But there we go. Ian says my two boys go give him a good hiding, and if the teacher says anything, say ring my dad. There you go. That's basically what I said to my kids as well. No, I told him to walk away, and then if you feel like you're in danger or they're hurting you or they physically strike you, you don't have to let anyone hurt, or whatever intimidate you, do you? At the end of the day.
Yep.
Right, Kev, let's wrap this shit up, mate, before you fall asleep. Top 10
conspiracy theories,
conspiracy films of all time.
Yeah,
right, so what I'll do...
There's no many.
There's loads, mate. There's loads, mate.
There's no many.
So what I'll do, right, is... Have you been scribbling?
Yeah, we've got a couple of scribbles. Got a couple of scribbles, mate.
Got a couple of scribbles. Are we going to do one? Are we going to do a giveaway this week or not?
Don't just need to be a print, as in they've sent prints off it.
Oh.
Prints. It's the print sender. Right. Print
If
sender. Yes.
someone, first person to tell us.
No. It needs to be hard.
Hard. Needs to be hard.
But yeah, I'm thinking hard one. I think this is going to happen.
Okay.
I mean,
name a Motley Crue song.
No. It's even harder than this.
Right, you think of a question. Right. I'll read some films. Go on, you got one?
Beefeater, London Gin. Alcoholic percentage.
First person.
First person.
First person to say it. For the competition,
volume.
The alcoholic volume of the percentage of Beefeater gin. Blood orange gin. 46%, Rob Boyle says. 70% says Lorna.
Nope. 70%. Who the fuck says 70%? I'll never leave this building. I would love it to do that.
Beefeater blood orange gin. Craig Sullivan says 37.5.
Yes! He's right!
Well then, Craig.
Well done, Craig.
You win a Kevin McNaughton print. Signed!
Send you a print. Signed. Sealed, delivered.
Signed, sealed, delivered. Super Kev McNaughton.
Well done,
Not a show like this in the world. Giving away stuff every week.
Every week.
I'm going to name some films with conspiracies in, and then you're going to pick the top 10. So we've got JFK.
Good lad.
V for Vendetta.
Good lad.
Old Boy. Shutter Island.
Young Boy.
Old Boy.
What's that?
It's like it was a Korean film, and then it was remade into the American version. Shite. It is actually the Korean version. It's really good up until like the last bit, and then the last bit is really, really disturbing. Old Boy, Shutter Island, The Manchurian Candidate, it's classic.
That's a great one.
The Enemy of the State, classic. Valkyrie. Mulholland Drive, The Insider.
Yes, good.
Changeling. Da Vinci Code. Eyes Wide Shut.
No.
Training Day.
Yeah, good.
Chinatown. Who's in Chinatown? Jack Nicholson.
That was. We. Is that you? Chinatown.
Yeah. Jack Nicholson, Faye Dunaway.
Good.
That's in it. Classic.
Keep up, man. Keep up.
Beautiful. The Illusionist.
Well,
gone,
I know.
baby, gone.
Oh, it's a keeper.
Snowden, conspiracy film.
Snowden.
Shooter. Captain America.
Snooter.
White House Down. Mothman Prophecies.
wait.
Air Force One. Max Payne. Serpico. Serpico is a classic.
Serpico.
Yeah.
Serpentant.
Inside Man. Right.
Oh. Hello.
And of course, the classic They Live with Rowdy Piper, and that was a classic conspiracy.
That is one of the best.
So
is one of the best. I don't know about you, whatever. I'm looking forward to it. Hello.
I'm gonna help you out, Kev. Right.
Hello.
So
Hello.
we're gonna go. They Live.
They Live.
Enemy of the State.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna go Vantage Point.
Oh yeah.
Serpico. Shooter.
Sure.
Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci.
And Snowden. And then finally we'll have Gone Baby Gone and Eyes Wide Shut.
100%.
I think that wraps us up nicely.
That's a wrap.
Oh, Manchurian Candidate, of course, as well.
Oh yeah, that's a wrap.
Right. Guys and girls, thank you so much for joining us. Craig, we'll send that out. It'll probably take about 3 weeks as usual, but you will get it.
Yeah, I'm just going to give it to you.
We'll see you very soon. Take it easy. We'll be back probably 2 weeks today. But until then, enjoy your weekends. Kev, as ever, it's a pleasure, my friend.
Good luck, my friend.
Take it easy. We'll see you guys next week. Week after next. Thank you for joining us for the madness.
God bless.
Peace.
Taking on this Messi, our assistant.